Today, I'm going to be playing out the 2024 season for the LA Rams, but after every touchdown that Puka Nacua scores, we get to add a 99 overall player to this team. And I mean, obviously the Rams already have a pretty solid lineup, but with that being said, even though they are in the playoffs, I honestly don't see them as too big of a threat to win the whole thing. So adding some upgrades to this team definitely won't hurt. But to start things off, I mean, we already have a good amount of weapons on this offense. But as you can see on the defensive side of things, I mean, it seems like this defense could definitely use some work. I mean, losing their best player, Aaron Donald, was definitely a hit in the offseason, so hopefully we can find the next guy up today. But to start things off in week 1, we're going to be going up against the Lions, so hopefully we can make a statement in week 1, because I feel like the Lions are definitely the favorites to win this game. But the last 2 times that the Lions played the Rams, the game did go right down to the wire, and I'm really not expecting it to be any different here today. But I'm gonna try and go for Nacua and see if he can get some separation for us. He is gonna have that for the first down. And you also can't forget about Cooper Kupp, because he's also insane. I mean, we got 2 solid receivers on this team right now. Kupp's gonna bring it into Lions territory, and I know Matthew Stafford is a good quarterback, don't get me wrong, but he is definitely getting up there in age. So if we can get a chance to get a younger QB, I'm definitely gonna do that. The running game's working too, man. We're kind of torching this defense. I mean, I thought this defense was honestly going to have us locked down, but so far, we seem to be doing a number on them. That's going to be a touchdown from Nacua. I mean, I'd say that is a really hot start to this game for us, because that drive did not take long at all. We're coming back out here in the 3rd quarter, though, and as you can see, this game is neck and neck, man. I mean, we're literally winning by 1 point right now, so I'm hoping that we can get in the end zone and make it an 8-point game. I mean, that 1 point could be very crucial by the end of this thing. The way it's going right now, that was kind of dangerous, but we caught Nacua. I'm not gonna lie though, I feel like that is one that I probably should not have put in the air, but I'm gonna throw it again here because it is 3rd and inches. If this doesn't work, I'll probably go for it on 3rd down, but we're gonna have Cooper Kupp wide open, and this guy is gone, man. We'll step out at the 1. I mean, I gotta say, I was expecting a lot more out of the Lions defense heading into this game, but at the moment, it seems like they really can't do anything to stop us. That's gonna be 2 touchdowns for Nacua now. But after that, I mean, as you can see, the Lions did end up sending this game to overtime, but we're in position to walk this thing off if we can get a touchdown. That sack is really gonna hurt us though. I mean, we lost the ball there as well, which is definitely not a good sign. If we can get Nacua open here though, that would be great, because that would be a walk-off touchdown for the Rams, and that would also be his 3rd touchdown of the day, and he's gonna have it. So the Rams are gonna walk off the Lions in week 1 to start off the season. I mean, with the history between the Rams and the Lions heading into this, I just knew it was going to be a 1-score game. But since Nacua finished that game with 3 touchdowns, we got to add 3 new additions to this team, and for the offense, we had to go with Lamar Jackson. I mean, after just 1 week, I feel like we're already looking like one of the scariest teams in the NFL, because on the defensive side of things, to fill Aaron Donald's shoes, we also picked up Myles Garrett, and we got Sauce Gardner. But after that, we went ahead and simmed to week 3 for our home opener, and it looks like we did beat the Cardinals in week 2, so we are 2-0 right now, and we're going to be taking on the 49ers, who are also 2-0. And the 49ers forced a 3-and-out the first time we were on the field, so this is our 2nd drive of the game, and as you can see, they did score a touchdown, so we are losing right now, but I'm hoping we can tie the game up on this drive right here. I mean, I'm expecting Lamar Jackson to go on an absolute tear today. That's gonna be a first. The only thing I'm kind of disappointed about is, since the Rams quarterback is Matthew Stafford, they do not have any QB runs or anything like that, so if we want to run the ball with Lamar, we just got to go for it on a passing play, because there's no designed runs for this guy, but it looks like he's gonna pick up the first, so that's gonna bring the ball all the way to the 33. I feel like this drive already looks a lot better than that first drive that we had. I'm gonna try, oh dude, nobody's on Higbee, so I guess we'll just take that look. Unfortunately, that is gonna bring up a 3rd down though, so I'm gonna put it in the air, because I am kind of planning on going for it on 4th down if this doesn't work out for us. Aw, man, hold on. We barely got that off. Taking it out of the pocket there was probably not the best decision. I mean, I knew we were screwed the second I seen Bosa coming at us, and we're gonna get hit again, so that whole drive was for nothing. I got my hopes up for no reason, bro. I thought we were gonna score on that drive, but the defense did clutch up after that, so we're back in scoring position. I'm just gonna open it off with a shot to Nacua. And he's actually gonna get there too. So we're in position to put some points on the board now. I gotta make sure that we get at least something. I mean, if this doesn't work out, I'll happily take a field goal, because it's pretty apparent to me that points are not gonna be easy to come by today. I mean, we got a minute left in the first half and we still have scored nothing. That actually might work out there. No way, bro. We got hit by Bosa. And I don't think anybody's going to be able to catch this guy. Everyone is so far back that he's going to have an easy touchdown. So off of the strip sack, he's going to score a touchdown. I mean, that is the worst possible way to end off the half. I mean, I thought this game was going to play out a lot differently than it is right now. But so far, this has just been an absolute nightmare. We got 5 seconds to try and get a touchdown before the second half. And it looks like we are thankfully going to have Nacua open. So at least we're going to cut the lead in half heading into halftime, but that first half was just terrible. And by the looks of it, the second half was not much better for us. So the Niners are going to take it 28-14, which is going to be our first L of the season. And since Nacua only had the 1 touchdown, we only got to add 1 more player to this team, but we definitely made our 1 pickup count because we took Fred Warner from the San Francisco 49ers. But after that, I went ahead and simmed to week 8 to see how this team was doing. And that 1 loss was really the only hiccup that we've had so far, because since then we've been pretty dominant. I mean, we are 5-1 right now, and we're going to be taking on the 4-2 Vikings in week 8. And I feel like the Vikings honestly might be one of the toughest teams that we play this season. I mean, I don't think it's going to be as hard as San Francisco, but these guys are definitely going to put up a fight. That is an awesome start, though. We might have a touchdown right here from Nacua. He's going to have us set up. I mean, that was an awful time to send everybody at Lamar Jackson. He got the ball off last second. I mean, if we got hit there, that would have been pretty bad for us. But obviously, that was not what happened. So we are absolutely set up right now. I mean, 5 yards to go and we're in. I'm going to try and run this stutter step route again, and hopefully it can go for a touchdown. We're going to have Nacua wide open. So the Rams are going to start this game off with a bang. I mean, that was a dominant drive. We're coming back out here in the 4th quarter, though, and it looks like we are losing 14-7 right now. I mean, for whatever reason, even though we do have Lamar now, and this team seems to be absolutely dominant, I feel like we are struggling against better teams in the league. That is a crazy pickup, and we fumbled it. I mean, that could have been really bad for us, but we got the ball back, so I guess we're good. Next time I gotta make sure I slide, though. I definitely should have slid there, but I'm gonna keep it on the ground with Lamar again. Actually, that should work out for a massive pickup. Nobody's going to be on Higbee. So once again, this offense has stormed down the field. I'm going to try and go back for Nacua, though, and see if he can get open off the stutter step route again. That is going to be close, but oh, dude, he got popped. I feel like that was a touchdown waiting to happen, but he just couldn't hold on to it there. So that's going to make it 2nd and goal. I'm going to try and go back for him again, though, and it looks like we do have him, but he's still not in. I mean, at this point, I honestly don't know what route I should run, so I'm just gonna try a double slant and hope that he doesn't get locked up here. That is going to be kind of dangerous, but I guess we'll put it in the air either way, and we are going to find him. I mean, that was kind of risky to throw that, but it worked out for us. So that's going to be another 2 touchdown game from Nacua. It looks like the Vikings are not going to be going out without a fight, but we do have a chance to walk this thing off right here. It's a 52-yard field goal if we make this, and it looks like we are going to sneak it in. So the Rams are going to walk this game off with a game-winning field goal. I mean, I'm happy we actually won this one, because at the end, I was kind of scared that we were gonna lose it, but either way, I mean, that is a massive win for the LA Rams. But after that game, we got to add another 2 players to this team, and for the offense, I went ahead and took Saquon Barkley from the Eagles. So our run game should be absolutely elite with him and Lamar on the same offense. And for the defense, we also picked up Dexter Lawrence, but that's gonna bring us to week 9, and this game honestly might be a little bit easier than I thought it was gonna be, because even though Seattle has a solid lineup, they're really struggling right now because they are 2-6, but I feel like every game from here on out is going to be pretty important because the Niners, Rams, and Eagles all only have 1 loss. But so far, it looks like it has actually been a pretty close game. I mean, we're up 14-7 in the 3rd quarter right now. I'm going to keep it on the ground with Barkley, though, because I feel like this guy should be able to go on a tear today. I mean, he's only got 29 yards, but by the looks of it, we really didn't use him a whole lot in the first half. So I'm going to try and give him some more reps here, and it looks like that's going to be a first down. I'm going to go for 1 more run with him, and if this works out the way I want it to, I honestly might go for a bit of a shot with Nacua, but Oh, dude, we're gonna get caught behind the line. I mean, I gotta give props to Seattle because their defense has honestly looked a lot better than I thought they were gonna be today, but we have to keep this on the ground too, I think. Lamar should almost have the first down, but since we were short, we still need to get 4 yards to keep this drive alive. I'm just gonna go for Nacua because he has definitely been the most reliable player on this team, and that is gonna go for a strip sack. I don't know why fumbles have been such a problem for Lamar today, but that's like the second or third time that has happened, so that is definitely not the best look for him, but I'm gonna try and redeem. Oh, dude, everyone's locked up again too, so we gotta keep it on the ground, but this time we have a lot of open field. I'm gonna try and go for a bit of a shot with Nacua here though, and hopefully he can get some separation. I don't think that this route's gonna go for a touchdown or anything, but that is gonna be a lot of yardage. I mean, they did not look prepared for that route at all, so I'm just gonna go back to it and see if we can catch the defense sleeping again. And this time nobody's on Nacua again, so that's gonna go for a touchdown from him, which is gonna give us the lead back. I mean, we were pretty dominant until we fumbled the ball, but hopefully it'll be smoother from here on out. And after that, it looks like we were able to close this game out, so that's gonna be another very important dub for the LA Rams. But after that game, we got to add one final player to this team, and I just decided to max out the offense by picking up Tyreek Hill. I mean, Lamar is gonna have weapons literally everywhere that he looks now because this offense is loaded. And on the other hand, I mean, I feel like the defense honestly could be a little bit better, but they're pretty stacked as well. And we also have a 7-1 record, so if we find a way to miss the playoffs at this point, I would be absolutely amazed. And it looks like the Rams were absolutely dominant this season because we're gonna finish off the year with a 15-2 record to win the division and get the #1 seed in the playoffs. And with Lamar as his quarterback, it looks like Puka had himself another very solid season. He didn't have as many yards as he did in his rookie year, but he did have 9 touchdowns, which is a new career high. But to start off the postseason, we're gonna be taking on the Cardinals in the divisional round, and it looks like we're gonna absolutely annihilate the Cardinals. So now we play the 49ers for a trip to the Super Bowl. And no surprise, we find ourselves in another very close game against San Francisco. I mean, I knew this was gonna be another one that's neck and neck. I'm gonna try and go for another run with Barkley here though and see if he can pick up the first down. I mean, he only needs to get 1 yard, and it looks like he is barely gonna have that. I mean, since we have the fastest receiver on our team now, I'm gonna try and go for Reek and see if he can get open here. He should have that easily, man. He's gonna bring that in for a first. I mean, with his speed, I feel like it honestly shouldn't be too difficult to get this guy in the end zone, so I'm gonna send him downfield and see if he can bring this in for a score. He is gonna hold on to that, and it's gonna go for a touchdown. I mean, he had to earn it because he took a really big hit there, so I'm honestly surprised that he stayed up, but that is gonna give us a 2-score lead. And after that, we did not slow down because it looks like we're gonna take it 24-7, which is gonna send the LA Rams to the Super Bowl. But anyways, to end off the season, it looks like MVP is going to be going to Patrick Mahomes. Lamar did finish 3rd place in the votings though, and it looks like in the Super Bowl, we're going to be taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, who are the one team with a better record than us. I mean, considering the Bills are 16-1, I think that's a pretty obvious indicator that they are not going to be playing around today, but we did hold them to 3 points in the first half, which is a good sign for us. Apparently, we're just going to leave Keon Coleman wide open though, so that definitely hurts our chances of holding them to no points here. But if we can even hold them to a field goal, I'd say that's a pretty successful drive for us. No points would obviously be a lot better though, so I'm hoping that we can get a 3-and-out or something now. That's gonna bring up a 3rd down, so one more stop and we got him. I guess it wouldn't be a 3-and-out because they already did get a massive play to get here, but I'm pretty sure this is like only 4 or 5 plays on the drive now, but we're not gonna get the stop, and it's gonna go for a touchdown. Would have been helpful if I caught that sooner, but nobody was on Kincaid, so that went for an easy score. It looks like Barkley is almost gonna have the first down for us though. I mean, I feel like Josh Allen's gonna tear it up in the second half, so a touchdown or a field goal to tie it would definitely be a lot of help for us. I'm probably just gonna keep this on the ground. Lamar's got some space, man. We might have the touchdown right here. We're gonna get caught, but we are close. I mean, at this point, we're probably good to just keep it on the ground and let Barkley work his magic. I'm gonna hand it off to him, and hopefully the O-line can give us some blocks, but we're not gonna get too far. So unfortunately, that's gonna bring up a 3rd and goal. I only need to get 5 yards here, so I'm hoping this can work out. And if we wait, we should have Tyreek Hill open, who's going to make a diving grab. So that is going to give the lead back to the LA Rams, but this thing is definitely not over yet. So we got to hope that our defense can get a stop. But unfortunately for us, after that, it looks like Josh Allen was able to propel the Bills to a dub. I mean, we put up a really solid fight, but in the end, I guess this team just wasn't good enough to beat Josh Allen, because him and the Buffalo Bills are going to be getting the job done, which marks a very disappointing end for the LA Rams. I mean, we had one hell of a run. There is no arguing that, and we only lost by 3 points, so it's not like we got blown out or anything like that, but I was really hoping that we could take down Josh Allen, but it makes sense. This was the one team that did have a better record than us. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'll really help out the channel. And if you guys have any video ideas, make sure to drop them down below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, make sure you check out my socials. I got everything linked in my description below. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.